Well, hello. Like the slide up there says, we are now going to make a new neuron connection or strengthen a neuron connection. So what I've done is I have taken a cup, a piece of string, a little plastic wiffle ball. Some of you might already know where this is going. I also have a little wooden dowel here and some tape. And I've taped the string here to the top of the cup. I've also tied the string through the holes and then taped it down just to keep it from flying off. And I taped, it's not very pretty, but I've taped down my wooden dowel here. And we're going to try and get the ball in the cup. Now, some of you guys have done this before in class when we've had materials out for maybe for a Rube Goldberg or for a different experiment. Some of you guys have done this. Now, normally we don't have this, but most of these little games, I don't know what they call them, ball catchers? I don't know, seem to have a handle. I don't know if that might make it harder or make it easier. I'm not sure. Probably harder. So here's the thing. Whoops. I almost had it that time, didn't I? Just like anything you try the first time, or maybe the first 10 times or the first 100 times, you might not always get it. But if you keep practicing, look at there. I got it in. Now, granted, it was not just the third time I tried. I have been doing this for a while now. I've done several recordings. Same thing with me making my videos. It's pretty rare that I've been able to do them all on one take. Sometimes my computer messes up and it freezes and I have to start over. Sometimes I mess up. You know me, I start to babble. Anyway, if you want to get good at something, you have to try. You have to practice. If you want to learn a new instrument, you are not going to be able to pick it up and be able to start playing immediately. There are some people who are just able to do things a little quicker than others. That doesn't mean that you will never be able to do something. You just have to, oh, that's not working very well, is it? You just have to keep practicing. Let's see if I hold it right there. Anyway, this is really simple, but it just kind of illustrates my point. If you want to get good at something, you cannot give up. You have to keep trying. Oh, remember the video I've showed you guys before, or most of you I think have seen it. It's a guy on the bike and he's riding along this really long trip and he does these really cool tricks as he goes along. And it's like, wow, he's great. He's so good. Well, he is. He's really good at what he does. Obviously, he's been practicing. But I love how at the end of the video, it shows he wasn't always perfect. There were so many times as he was doing a trick that he fell off the bike. He had something happen. And instead of getting mad, instead of giving up, oh, I can't do this. Well, he just got right back on the bike again and tried it again. And there were some of them. There were several times he tried and he fell and he fell and he fell, but he just got up and tried it again. Do the same thing, you guys. The more you do something, the stronger that connection in your brain. Also, you get this thing called muscle memory. So when I used to play piano as a kid, there were a few songs that I had to play a lot, like when I played for our jazz choir in high school or at recitals. So I would practice these particular songs over and over and over and over. And there were a few times when it was performance time that, it had a little clinker. But I also would develop, or I would notice that on a lot of them, it's like my hands just kind of knew where to go. Like this. You know what? You do something physical, after a while, it's like your muscles remember. Well, it's your brain remembering to tell your muscles where to go. Anyway, so I'd played for years and years, and some songs I could play by memory and wouldn't make a mistake. But then I quit playing. So for a lot of years, when I moved out on my own, didn't have a piano. When I first got married, for many years, we didn't have one. But then when I would get one, I'd sit down and go, oh, I know these songs. And I'd sit down to play. And guess what? Because I hadn't played in so long, I couldn't just whip through them like I used to. I'd lost that muscle memory. I'd lost that really strong, clear path between neurons in my brain. So what I had to do was I had to clear that path. I had to practice. Now, it wasn't like the first time I learned it. It wasn't that I had to start fresh. It took a lot less time to get to the same ability level that I had been at. But I still had to practice because for so long I hadn't done it, and I kind of lost that muscle memory. I lost that good, strong connection. So anything you want to do, you got to work at it. You got to build those neurons. You know what? That even works with being kind. That works with being a friend. Going up to somebody and asking them to play at recess. Going up to someone that you don't know and introducing yourself and just being nice. Yeah, maybe the first time you do it, you feel really uncomfortable. You don't want to do it maybe, but you know what? The more you do it, stronger connections, and it becomes easier. And then it's just second nature to be kind. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.